What is going on, everybody? It's your oh so beloved and glorious MaceValor. I got other shit going on today, but I saw this and I thought to myself, we need to rethink a few things. So today's rethink video, as I say that I'm going to be posting rethink videos where I take a critical analysis and condense it. Let's look at military wives. Okay, now there's a certain concept that if you get married to someone in the military, that you then share their rank, that you then share their efforts, everything that's involved with them being in the service, right? The reality is that, not for me to rethink, as I usually tend to do these, but for you guys to rethink, for the people that believe that because your spouse is in the military, that then makes you somewhat claiming a title that you're in the fucking military, okay? And I came across this bitch. Preface, when I say bitch, it has nothing to do as an insult. It's just how I describe people. Get fucking used to it. I call guys bitches, I call girls bitches. Everyone's a bitch in my opinion. Well, check this shit out. This chick, I watched a little bit of the video. I'm not going to do a full, oh my god, a reaction. No. I'm going to just take some talking points that she picks up from here and there. So just check this shit out.
It's like, I never knew my daddy, but my mama told me he was a Marine during Desert Storm. So like, I always had a soft spot in my heart for Marines. And when I graduated high school, like, I knew I could have joined the Marine Corps. But it just seems like a man's job to me. And like, I'm not getting dirty.
Okay, check this shit. That's the first thing I got to talk about, okay? Being in the armed service, I guess you could argue from one perspective, tradition, that traditionally people in the armed services have been men, right? But we as a society have changed this then. Now, I'm not no fucking feminist or anything, or feminazi as I like to refer to them. I don't do this whole like, oh, girl power thing. No. I want to just call shit for what it is, right? We're all fucking humans, and humanity is actually capable far more than what we are consciously aware that we are of. And I want to say that being in the military is not just for one gender or the other. Now, statistically, men do have a genetically, we are just more disposed to being successful in the military, right? It's not, these are facts that we just don't want to say fuck off to. However, there are women that do join the military that are successful because they have the right aptitude. They have the right mental capacity to be in the military. And having the right mental mindset can definitely help you in the physical end of things because you're pushing yourself. A lot of these things that we have to deal with are in the mind. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, just believe that you can do it and you can strive for anything. No, let's face it, okay? At the end of the day, yeah, you might have the mental capacity to do it, but not everyone can physically cut it. That part I will agree to, that not everyone has that aptitude, but I have seen females in the military that, like, damn, they're more manly than some of the men, okay? And I personally have no fucking quorums, no problems with females being in the military, in general.
And I don't like being yelled at. So I figured I'd just get married to a Marine, be a Marine wife. And like, that's basically the same thing as being a Marine. Like, you're doing the same job, right?
No,
anyway, I moved 2 states over.
Fuck you're not, you dumb fucking bitch. Okay, just because you're married to someone in service does not fucking mean at all that you are doing the same fucking job. You're not doing, what are you doing? You're sitting at fucking home? Or in this video, she was a stripper or whatever, right? Well, she was a stripper prior to getting married, but just check it. This, just because you're married to someone in the military does not then mean that you are doing the same job. It does not mean that you're going through the same hardships. It does not mean that you've had the same experiences. Now, I will say that being a military spouse is a very difficult fucking thing. I understand it. I get it. But it's more mental than it is physical. It has nothing to do with, like, oh my gosh, like, my husband's in the military, therefore that means that, because we're married, that means that I am too, and we're, like, doing the same thing. You're involved in the same fuck all situation. You're with your husband, therefore he's in this contract, and so that's your fucking life. you can adjust things as needed, but for the most part, you're both in the shit together as far as where you're going to be living, unless you choose to go back home and live with your family, and he's going to stay stationed wherever he's at. To a certain extent, you're in the same boat. However, he's captaining this fucking boat, or her, if your wife is in the military. But there's something I want to touch on that she talks about. The whole premise of what this video is, I'm not going to go through this whole fucking thing.
He was twice my age, but it turns out he was a master sergeant, which I didn't know this at that time, but that's pretty high up in the ranks. So, like, when we were married, I was a master sergeant too, and, like, we had I could tell other Marines and other Marine wives to fuck off because of my rank, which is pretty awesome.
Because of your rank.
He goes off to deployment, and while he's on deployment, he's, like, bringing in a whole lot more money. So I go on shopping sprees and exotic vacations to, like, Myrtle Beach, and then he calls me bitching about that.
Exotic vacations to Myrtle Beach. That's if your idea of an exotic vacation is to Myrtle Beach, you might be white trash. Check this shit out, ladies and gentlemen. I was a master sergeant too. Okay. So because of the fact that he has a certain rank, that makes it your rank. I've had a thing where the FRG in the Army, when I was married, me and my wife kind of cleared of it. We just kind of stayed away from it. Because very, very early on in the military, I saw the toxicity of Army wives. One of the things is that, like this woman here, women believe, or spouses believe that their husband rank then becomes theirs, so that they can then boss around other wives. There was one of the wives at one of the FRG meetings was getting in the face of another wife. Now this wife, her husband was an E6, and she was talking to one of her husband's private's wives. So someone in the same squad and all that shit, right? She was screaming at this woman, telling her, "Oh, you need to stand in parade rest for me because I outrank you." It's like, bitch, you're not in the fucking military. And this is someone's wife. She didn't join the military, her husband did. Her husband was straight out of AI fucking T. So this woman, her first impression at this FRG meeting is that now somehow she has to be conformed to this life. It doesn't fucking work that way. That's one of the reasons why I've got out of the Army, is this whole mentality that you can just walk all over people because of your rank. Now, a rank, it demands a level of respect. But at the same time, though, people with that rank don't need to fucking abuse the fuck out of it. I've had NCOs, I've had officers that were, command over me, and I had a great deal of respect for these people outside of the fact of their fucking rank. These were people that I could legitimately depend on. These were people that I felt like, fuck, I'll go into battle with this motherfucker. These were people that showcased that they earned their fucking rank, that they followed the NCO creed, people that took their commission as a fucking officer very seriously. Officers that, just because they had a master's degree, they admitted the fact that they don't know everything in the fucking world, that they use the NCOs beneath them, that they utilize their experience, their talent, their time. They understood that we are a unit as a whole, and that just because you just outrank someone doesn't mean that you're this infallible thing. I guess I'm getting on to something else, but I'm telling you, this shit irritates me hearing. I don't want to just say women, because yeah, there are guys too that are just so ignorant that because their spouse is in the military, they then feel like there's some sort of level of respect. There's a female officer that I came across at Fort Drum. Really cool, really chill. She was a butterbar, right? Her husband was a piece of fucking shit. This guy, for some fuck all reason, every time he'd come to the chow hall, don't they would come. He would come with his wife because his wife worked protocol. So during like the big events and stuff, she would try to get him into the defect so he could at least be around the VIP shit, right? Every time he fucking came into the defect, this dude would he would cut privates in line. He'd be like, "Oh, it's cool. I outrank you." That's not even a touch on what actually happens in the actual military when it comes to that shit. Oh, I outrank you. That shit, that always irritates me. But when a fucking spouse does it, see, when someone in the military does it, it's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. It's fucking stupid to go out there and say, "Oh, here's my fucking rank. Give me a goddamn cookie." That's just irritating. But it's frustrating. It's insulting to the military as a whole for someone that's not even in the fucking military, that has some loose connection because of a fucking marriage license, to go in and say, "Oh, look at me. Look at me. My husband's this. My wife is that. That means that's what I am. I didn't put in the time. I didn't put in the effort. I didn't sign the fucking contract to dedicate my life to this shit. So give it to me. Give me everything that I fucking want." This entitlement fucking bullshit when fucking civilians look at the military as this grandiose thing, which to some degree it is, but for the most part, it's a job with a contract. It's a job with a contract that we sign in fucking blood, knowing that when we go over there, we may not come back. And then we fucking and the guy that married this bitch, like, you don't go to a strip club to find a wife, okay? You go to a strip club to waste money, get your jollies on, all right? So the guy that married this bitch, at least the first one, he done fucked up. I'm just gonna play a little bit more.
All right, I'll stop. So I stopped before he cut me off, and I just went back to stripping because I wanted to make all that money that I was like used to living off of. And then he calls me about that, and I'm just like, I don't know who you are anymore. Like, this isn't the man I married. And his stupid ass friends, of course, told on me. So anyway, it's around that time, like, we started drifting apart, and so Bobby and I moved in together officially, and also stripped. She was like 7 months pregnant. I had her piano stick for me, and I showed Bobby, and I was like, "Look, what if something happens to you while you're deployed? Who's going to take care of your son?" He looked at it, and he was all surprised. He's like, "Oh my God." So, like, we went off and got married the next day. And then he goes off to deployment shortly after, and, like, we just kind of drifted apart because of the distance, and, like, I was still stripping and, like, dating clients because, like, I don't know what he expected. I'm not going to stay single for 6 months while you're off in the desert like a fucking ramp.
Ah! What the fuck? If you come across my fucking video and you've just recently joined the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, don't let manipulative fucking bitches like this get in your fucking head. Don't let stupid fucking bimbo cunts like this piece of fucking shit get in your fucking head. Don't let them take advantage of the benefits of being with you. Yeah, do we get benefits for being in the military? Well, fuck yeah. It's part of the package. It's part of what you sign up for. You gonna put your life on the line? Well, fuck, man. If I'm gonna put my life on the line, you got to make it fucking worth it, dog. But don't let people like this take advantage of it. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, fuck, man. This shit is so fucking frustrating. It's like I'm almost at a loss of words. Like, how can people? It's the fact that she's just so whatever about it. She's like, it's whatever. This happened, that happened. It's like, and then, it's like I'm gonna date clients. I'm gonna be fucking around on you, basically. Then you take the sanctity of marriage and you destroy it. This is what I'm talking about. The sanctity of marriage is not being destroyed by gay people. Okay, those are people that legitimately love each other and want to be committed to one another and have that bullshit put on paper. The sanctity of marriage is getting destroyed by people like this. I don't even want to call her a woman. By people like this bitch. By people like her. The sanctity of marriage is getting destroyed. That's my message for fucking today. You want to see more of this fucking content? Subscribe right now. Like and share the video. Get the fucking word out. Also, I've got a Patreon, links in the description down below. We're currently at 0 backers, so that's a thing. I'm going to keep pumping content out for you guys. And drop it in the comments down below and let me know what you think about this fucking despicable bitch. As always, this is MaceValor signing off.